Alright, we're back. Thanks everyone for
Hello.
bearing with us. Stream seems to be good now. If there seems to be any more issues, let me know in chat and I'll do my best to work them out, but I think we're good, as far as I can tell, past all the error messages that is popping up on OBS, but I'm just gonna ignore those for now.
Twitch just really wanted me to have some Cadbury eggs.
Yeah, some ice cream.
For sure. So, let's pick up, right back where we left off. I completely forgot whose turn we were just doing. If someone could remind me.
I failed to bop.
You failed to bop, yes.
I believe
I cast barnacles.
Right, okay. So I think we were just moving to Xanver, yeah.
Hold on,
Oh,
sorry.
right, and then, right. That's, you threw the dagger. That's the last thing that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The lackluster 2 damage dagger.
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything
the
else?
tiny
a
dink.
very pristine paper cut.
Yeah, is there anything else you would like to do? You've used your movement and your action.
No, that'll be all for me.
Okay, cool. Then we'll be back to the top of the round with Slancha.
Cool. So how far away from the last one am I?
Did you moved towards it before? I don't think you did.
No, I didn't move after I killed that last one.
Okay, then you're 25 feet away.
25 feet.
Yeah, I'm usually good at remembering all this stuff, but after like that, I got thrown off a little bit.
Yeah. So I think then what I will do is, so I'll be able to move about 10 feet towards it.
Yes.
And throw another one of my javelins.
Okay, go for it.
So that will be a 22.
Yeah, 22 would definitely hit.
Cool. And that will be 7 piercing.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just slightly spiteful. I'm gonna throw another one.
Okay, go for it.
Which will be a 21.
That'll
Okay,
definitely hit.
Not to be presumptuous, but I was kind of assuming that hit.
21 is definitely gonna
and
hit.
that will be 9 piercing.
9, okay. So throwing these javelins one after another. The first one hitting this Sahagin as, you know, they're trying to move out the way, but manage to hit them, and then the second one coming through actually pierces into their neck, and you hear like this like guttural like choking sound as they collapse onto the stone floor of this big temple room. And they have been slain. They are dead. Well done. Man, to think we were that close to... And then this is when we would have gone on break. But that's okay. Alright, so you have defeated the Sahagin that were attacking you in this room, so what would you like to do now?
I would like to retrieve my javelins from various... Because take nothing but photographs, leave nothing but memories. I am not... leave nothing but footprints, sorry. I am not going to litter whilst I'm on holiday.
Okay. So yeah, you're the 2 that you just threw, you're easily able to get back.
Cool. Am I able to get my third one back off the other one that I yeeted it at?
Yeah, you can get all 3 back. Yeah. You're able to go over to the corpse and pull that one out as well.
I would also reclaim my dagger as clattered to the seabed floor.
Yeah, easily able to pick that up. You have your dagger back.
Oh, Stabby, I love you.
And I should have mentioned too, like, whenever the Sahagin was slain, the golden trident vanished as well.
Is there anything on these bodies that would be helpful?
Make an investigation check to search them.
Oh man, I was about to loot the bodies.
You can loot them with me. We can both do it. Investigation.
Is investigation intelligence before I even look and waste my time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 3.
Got a 4.
A 3 and a
Dude,
4.
none of my hits are in between today. It's like either full garbage or miracle.
So, I mean, you're able to see, like, it's pretty obvious the 3, other than, like, the magic casting one that you had been fighting, had, like, those sort of, spears made from, like, sharpened shells and rocks and pieces of coral and things like that. And that's about all you find, is what basically the weapons they were holding.
Okay. I don't need it. Anyone need a spear?
No.
No? Alright.
Not really my vibe.
I have a literal flying spatula,
That is true.
which I guess disappears now, right?
Yeah, I think
I
it
don't
only
know.
lasts for...
Can I keep it out?
How long does it last for?
It was 1 minute.
Yeah. If it's 1 minute, then it would definitely disappear before you'd be able to do anything else with it.
Time. No, it doesn't have a time limit.
Is it really?
Lasts for the duration or until you cast this spell again. Oh, no, that's 1 minute. Never mind.
Yeah,
Keep
it
going.
is. It is one. It's gone.
My
Yeah.
bad, my bad. I was looking at time instead of duration. I'm an idiot.
Yep. 1 minute. Okay. So that is gone. Alright. So Volm is going to push forward. On the other side of the room, when you move over there, the light casts, and you can see there is there's sort of like this big open room that you were in, and then there is a square doorway that is open. There is no door or anything that leads into another chamber beyond that one.
Man, I can't believe we're in an underwater dungeon, guys. This is the stuff legends are made of.
I know. Alright, well, I guess we keep going, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
this looks exciting.
Onward.
Yep, trudging along.
Okay. So it sort of opens into a hallway. And eventually, a short distance into the hallway, it branches, where the path continues forward, but there is also another hall that branches to the left.
Which way does Volm... I'm just following their lead.
She stops at the intersection, and doesn't really say anything, but just kind of like turns for the rest of you as you like are catching up.
I'm gonna gesture to the wolf mask and I'm gonna say, "Did you lose the scent?"
I'll leave this decision to you.
Well, team...
So at the end of the hallway with the left turn, that's our possible option.
Yeah, you can either continue forward or there's another hall to the left.
How far can we see down to the left?
The light crystals that you have cast light 30 feet away. 30 feet in both directions, you can't see anything other than continuing hallways.
Dang.
Hmm.
For in-game purposes and for party purposes, I'm drawing the map as we go.
Okay.
Go figure, right? Who else but me?
So
I'm
stereotypical.
biased, because I'm left-handed, so I say left.
I was gonna say we roll for it, so I'm good with whatever.
Should have taken augury.
Left?
So
Yeah, I'm
left then?
down. Left it is.
All right.
Left. Left.
So traveling down the left hallway, very quickly, not far beyond the edge of where your light was, it reveals to open up into a room. When you walk into the room, it appears to be some sort of like Sahagan armory. So there are like racks and rows of many of the spears that like the Sahagan had been fighting with. There are many more of them that are just sort of like leaning up against walls or set in various places, like organized. There are also a few tridents, one of them in particular is sort of set away from the other ones, and there is like this pedestal on the other end of the room, the stone pedestal that the trident is like set into, with the 3 prongs set into the stone.
The sword in the stone.
Give me 1 second before we do something. I think I have Identify. Trying to remember if that's a forge spell that I get. I do! Nice! So I'd like to cast Identify on that object.
Okay. So the trident is in fact magical. Its property is that if thrown, regardless of like whether it hits someone or it doesn't, after it is thrown, it will return to the person that threw it.
Oh snap!
That's
Jennifer, I think you should take the trident.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I should take the trident.
I think
That
you'd
was-
go with your barnacles and your sharks.
Well, if it's a choice of fashion, then absolutely. So she walks up and I guess she just tries to take it.
Okay. When you grab the trident, it does seem to be sort of embedded into the pedestal. So if you'd like to try to yank it out, I will have you make a strength check.
Okay.
Just wait, she's gonna become the one true Queen of England.
Oh, 17.
17? Alright.
Surprising.
So, putting both hands on the trident, it takes a little bit of effort, but it wasn't too wedged in there, and you are able to sort of yank it out, and pull it free from the pedestal.
All right. Well, what do we? Okay.
So you now have
Yeah,
this magical trident.
I just want to quote more Monty Python now.
We got it. Maybe you'll help us. I don't know what to do.
You're now the one true queen of Florida. You are served by an army of Florida men.
Oh God.
They are all wearing cargo pants and sleeveless t-shirts.
And
Well,
camel
if they're
vest.
sleeveless t-shirts, then maybe that.
Very nice, by the way, Samwise. That looks awesome.
Yeah, great character creator. Okay, well, what now? Anyone want any of this stuff? We got all this stuff? Walk away? Trident?
The trident.
Is this a
Definitely.
dead end, Bravin?
Yeah,
Like,
this sort of like armory room is a dead end.
Oh snap! So we accidentally stumbled into a magical trident. That's busted. Busted.
So if I throw it, it comes back, right?
Yes.
That's the-
Yeah. So you can test it out, sort of like throw it across the room, and it'll go like land, hit, and then after a few seconds return to your hand.
Does it have any other attributes? Like, is it adamantine or +1 or anything like that?
The returning thing is the only magical property that it has. Other than that, it's just a
Okay.
regular trident.
Still pretty
So
dope.
still stabs.
I believe Cilantro, what were you trying to say?
Oops. Forgive me if I'm being dim. Is this what we were looking for, or
Hmm.
That's a
like
fair point.
Yeah.
Vom is shaking her head. Not
What are we looking for?
Oh yeah.
That might be helpful to know.
Well, we don't exactly know what it is, but whatever is causing this darkness, it's not natural.
We don't know what it is, but I know it ain't that.
Okay. Well, great choice going left. Kudos, Slange. Can't do
I tried my best, all right?
it. All right, onward.
Oh, do you guys want to take an hour rest right here for a second?
An hour rest for a second.
Sorry, I'm thinking while it's not quote unquote hour rest. If we can take an hour rest, I can magically craft one of your weapons and make it a +1 magical weapon. Is that right?
Nope.
Sure.
Nope, my bad. Non-magical item. I lied. Don't waste our time. Let's go.
All right, so then you
I
would
was
like
very wrong. I am embarrassed.
you would like to continue down the other path that you hadn't gone before.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are we
Yeah.
keeping the same marching order from before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
All right, sounds good to me. Traveling, eventually the hall opens up into a room. This room isn't as big as the one from the entrance of the temple. It's maybe like 20 feet across and maybe like 40 to 50 feet long. However, whenever you walk through the doorway, Gamwise, you'd be the first to notice this since you are in the front. As soon as the light reaches about the center of the room, you see a pretty substantial pile of various gems of different kinds. There are rubies, emeralds, sapphires, just this glittering pile of gems in the center of the room.
It's a mimic.
A collection of mimics.
They're all tiny mimics.
They're all with separate initiative.
We see him rolling.
No, sorry, I actually created a mimic swarm stat block, so good luck.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know,
This
that's-
room, does it have any doors leaving the room?
No, both. So there's a doorway, no door entering, and then on the other end is a pretty much identical doorway that does not have a door in it. So you have not seen a single door in this temple that you so far.
Gotcha. So
doorways.
this is just like a big open chamber with a random pile of gems in the floor?
Yeah, just sitting in the middle of the floor.
It's
Um,
telling
It's not that innocent. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna look to Vome and say, "Well there, sweetheart, is this what you're looking for?"
I don't think so.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. It's valuable as always. You're important to me. I just feel like you should know that. If nobody's told you today, you're special.
There's no response.
And then he'll look to the party and be like, I agree with Yennefer. I don't think we should touch this, as appetizing as it looks. I mean, as shiny as it looks.
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
That's bait.
Mm-hmm.
Meme.
really want to poke the shiny things, but you're probably right.
Alright,
Can we
what-
poke them from far away? Oh! Guys, I can throw my trident. See what happens, but it'll come back.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
So that way, if we
That was
piss
okay.
whatever it is off, we can do it from at least a safe distance away.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
boomerang it out.
Just make like a range attack roll.
Oh, awesome.
What if this trident disintegrates?
Collides with an
18.
anti-magic field.
Sets off a fireball. 18? Okay. So you throw the trident dead on towards this pile of gems, and the trident actually passes through and scatters on the floor, like completely passing through. It appears that the pile of gems is an illusion,
What?
not like an actual physical thing.
Wow.
And
But it comes back.
And then it comes back. Yes.
Hmm.
That's intriguing.
Watch your footing, guys. There might be pressure plates or something nearby, expecting people to rush up to the treasure.
You know, my grandkids watch this stage play with, there's a guy with purple hair and a lady with pink hair, and they got this cat with them. And they're always putting out things to try and catch this poor kid in pit traps.
I got it.
I
Took
kind
me
of
a
feel
minute.
like maybe we should not do what they do.
Team Sahugan is blasting off again.
Amazing.
All right, so we skip over it.
So you're just gonna like walk around?
Yes. Or no, you know what? We're underwater, so I'm gonna swim over the
Let's
hole.
get it. I was
Yeah.
gonna say swim
Alright.
around it. Yeah.
So as
I'm not even gonna touch the ground.
you're gonna start swimming across the room, when you swim past the pile of illusionary gems, you hear a faint rumbling sound, and a heavy stone door suddenly drops, closing off the passageway, and then followed a few seconds later by a similar door dropping to close the passage that you came from, locking
Oh,
the 5 of you into this room.
so now we have to go into the pit trap.
Yeah.
I was more worried that now that the entire the doors have shut, the room is gonna flush like a toilet.
Oh, God.
Dude, I thought the same thing, but I figured Bravin would have gone straight into that if that was gonna happen.
Actually, there is one more thing that happens. A few moments later, after the door's closing, there's the shifting of stone again, and you hear a loud rumbling as the ceiling slowly begins to lower toward the floor.
Indiana Jones style.
I'm no expert, so this doesn't seem good.
Samwise is just, or sorry, not Samwise. Samwise in the chat. Gamwise is gonna go yup and swim straight into the gym pile.
Okay. So you're just like head first swimming into it?
Dude, full speed. Like shield back underneath me. I'm like Free Willy in it, super hard.
Alright, so you pass through the pile of gems, and basically swim face first into the floor. You're a little dazed, but sort of looking around, there's enough light passes through the illusion that you can see sort of inside of it on the floor underneath. There is actually a metal grate in the floor.
Oh no.
That leads into there, you can see through the grate. There's you can't see very far, but there's a passageway that leads straight down.
So you just bonk your head as you dive bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
that's what I was waiting for. I was totally expecting him to be like, JK, there's no pit trap. You just flap straight into the concrete. So there's a grate. Okay, so I have light, which means I can at least see the grate.
Oh, right, that is true, yeah. So you can see inside, you can see a short distance down, but eventually it reaches a point that you can't see anymore. So you're not sure how far down it goes.
Okay. My gut is telling me there's a switch beyond that grate somewhere. So I'm going to call to the rest of the party and be like, hey guys, come down here.
Alright, what's up?
Yeah, swim.
First one here gets a cookie.
I am legging it. I am dashing. I am using everything in my power to get there first. I will use violence.
He has the biggest grin on his face as he sees you full speed going into it, and he doesn't even wait. He takes out a peanut butter cookie and flicks it straight at you.
Amazing.
The breathing stone's coming out. I'm catching it in my mouth.
Nice.
Incredible.
Pro cookie eating plays.
What's going on? Why you call us over here? What you got?
There's a grate.
Oh
that's
my.
great.
Can we use your stone to look through it?
My stone?
Don't
What
you have a stone?
I have one. I'll lower it to the
Crystal.
grate.
The
Yeah.
stones are for talking. The little yellow crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do I have one of those? I might have one.
So holding the crystal up to the grate, it shines a bit farther than your light does, and you can see about 30 feet down, right at the edge of the light. It does appear that the passageway comes to an end and then opens up into another room, and then you can't see anything past that.
I'm going to ask this before I just say I'm going to do it. May I use heat metal to melt the grate?
Underwater.
I know.
Just fucking boil us alive.
I try to avoid answering hypotheticals, so I'll say you can try.
Okay. Make an Arcana check. Okay, that's a -1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me
the
read it
stream
real
is
quick.
bad
Make sure it's
again?
good.
Oh boy.
Looks like we're having stream issues again, guys.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just the 14 errors that Streamlabs has given me. It doesn't seem to be buffering.
It's back on my end.
Yeah, if it's just quality issues. Actually, the bitrate seems to be fine. I think it might have just fixed itself. Let me know if there's still issues.
It looks good on my end.
Yeah, it looks
Seems
good
like
to me
it
too.
will.
Okay. So yeah, do you want to try using heat metal on this grate?
No. Does it look like rusted or damaged at all? Anything like that?
Definitely not rusted. It seems to be in fine shape. Not like exactly new. Like it's not like shiny or anything. It just seems to be like an iron grate. But
Are we able to lift it?
would you like to try?
Yeah.
He's like, do something, y'all. Come on.
I would definitely like to try. I'm gonna actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna burn my channel divinity, which lets me, as a bonus action, you can use your channel divinity to augment your athleticism. For the next 10 minutes, you have advantage on strength, athletics, and acrobatics checks. You can carry, push, and drag, and lift twice as much as your weight as normal, and I can jump further, which isn't really super relevant, but the advantage. The advantage.
Yeah, that jumping is gonna do a lot of good for you
Yeah.
while you're underwater. Okay, yeah, go ahead and make that strength check then.
Okay, awesome. That's gonna be 25 at advantage.
25?
Oh.
Okay. Awesome. So it sticks a little bit, but without really any issue at all. It pops out, opening up, and the grate just lifts out.
Awesome. Yeah. So Zamber, so Zamber grabs like the amulet around like that he's wearing around his neck that's like floating there, and he clasps it in his fist, and at which point it begins to glow with like a bright light, and the light like shines into his like flesh, and he begins to glow slightly as it kind of like this energy is imparted into him, and he just bends over and he goes, "Rrrr," and he rips that shit out of the ground.
Amazing.
All right, guys, let's go.
Love the cinematics there. Amazing. Okay, so the grate is now open. At this point, the ceiling has lowered significantly, and there's only about there's still like 15 feet left between the ceiling and floor, but it is still lowering down.
Are we gonna go in the hole?
We gotta go.
Seems preferable.
I go to jump in the hole, but because obviously we're underwater, it's like really slowly just sinking down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
jump
we'll
as well.
follow.
Yep.
All right. So everyone goes into the hole. Same marching order. I'm assuming you're keeping that same marching order as you're going down.
Know it.
Okay.
Sure.
In that case, I'll say there's not enough room for Gamwise and Foam to be side by side, so I'm going to put her behind you.
That's cool.
Okay. So yeah, you start swimming down, and come out into a large open space. Whenever all of you come out, even with the glowing crystals that you have, they don't shine far enough to find the walls of whatever chamber that you're in now.
Okay.
I have to figure out how to.
We've kind of come down like the ceiling, and we've kind of come out of the ceiling in this.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So you've come out of the ceiling, and where the light shines, you are not close enough to any walls or floors to be able to see any other sides of this chamber, so you have no idea what the dimensions of it are. You just know that it's pretty big. Bigger than where your light can shine.
There could be anything out in this darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at Bohm and be like, yeah, you getting any chittery sound vibes?
She shakes her head.
Good enough for me! And I'll start heading that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see anything. We're just kind of in a dark hole room.
The blind leading the blind. Let's go.
All right.
So you just start heading in a direction.
We're like,
Yeah, I guess making our way through the dark.
Okay. So you start moving forward. Gamewise, I'll keep you in the lead here. I'll put Bone back at your side and then same marching order as before.
Real quick, while we're doing this, and I'm just thinking about it, does it eat up the light coming from my staff or from my mace while we walk or while we travel?
What do you mean by eat up?
Like, is it like I'm lighting up 10 feet around me, right? Is it not? Is it like just I can see the mace itself now? Like it's not lighting up my surrounding at all?
It still is lighting up to that 10-foot range. Just nothing past it.
Okay, so we're just in a very large hallway now that is very dark, or some type of large dark area.
Need to check something real quick.
Oh no, he's looking at monsters. I can't shield of faithful myself.
Okay. So, you see, Gamwise, you catch, or I'll say like Gamwise and Jennifer, you both catch out of the corner of your eye to like in front and to the right. You see like movement on the edge of the darkness. It like something dips in and out. And you're not sure what it was because you didn't get a good enough look at it. But it seems like there's something that is sort of near you, but keeping its distance.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam
Ooh,
at it.
saucy.
Okay.
If I know, like you said, it caught roughly where it was, right? Because it's a really narrow.
Yeah, is that a ranged attack?
It is.
It's like
yes.
a 40-foot pillar that you can just drop wherever you want within range.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
But
I think
it's only 5 feet around.
Yeah. I think it might be a save, not like an attack roll.
Yeah,
It
it's a
is.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Save. 14.
Actually, this is a really interesting spell. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Especially in water, too. I think that actually is really effective because it's a full 40-foot, like, ray, right? That's
Okay.
And
pretty
it's
cool.
light. It casts light, too, so we can hopefully see some.
That is
stuff.
true. Okay. Go ahead. Oh, I guess you would be able to see the effects if it does cast light. Concentration up to 1 minute. Okay. So, casting the light where you saw this, whatever it was, the pillar of light appears. I'm assuming you're gonna have it like centered on where you saw it. Okay.
Yep.
It shine. Let's see. What's the range on that light? Does if it says?
I don't think it's.
Okay. It doesn't say. I'll say that it casts light in like a 15-foot radius. And as it does, you can see that you did in fact miss what you had been aiming for, but you can see it now, shining it in the light. There is a hunter shark. Not quite as or it's a bit bigger than the sharks that you saw whenever you were diving down. It's around like 15 to 20 feet long. So it's a pretty big one. And as soon as it's lit up by this light, you see it dart away and swim back into the darkness outside the range of your light.
Well, that's interesting. We got company.
Friend?
I wonder if that was enough to scare it off. Like maybe we're safe to just
Yeah.
keep rocking and rolling. I don't know anything about hunter sharks though. It's a new one. In all my days in the clan, we never went shark hunting.
Yeah, I would
Now
say
we caught
just-
some striped sea bass and some mahi mahi.
I would say just keep the beam going, and
Mhm.
you know, and we'll just push on.
Okay, you can move it if you'd like to. It says, you can use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
Maybe I'll bring it more like in front of us so we can kind of see our immediate surround. Like I know we have some light sources, but
Mhm.
just beyond that, kind of get a little further. Just...
Okay. Yeah. So you sort of have it to ahead of Gamwise, where it'll create some extra light to see farther ahead. Sort of moving as you continue forward. From you do eventually find something.